Coach Mitchner, not the result you were looking for tonight. Team looked good for most of the game, but it got away from you 2-1. Tell me what you saw out there.
Yeah, I was really pleased with most of the game from our perspective. You know, Coastal Carolina's a good team. They win a lot of games, and they're very well coached. Coach Hogan does a great job with those girls, and so we knew we were going to be in for a battle, and we know that they bring the punch and that urgency, to every match. And so that was one thing that we sort of lacked, I think, tonight. I think we created chances. We had lots of chances to score on restarts in the run of play, and we just failed to connect on some of those opportunities. So something we'll look at going into the next week.
Yeah, certainly you guys played with aggression. I think you outshot them 17-9. Corners was an 8-0 advantage. Your transfer, Callie Vogel, got the goal for you guys. Tell me about some of the bright spots you saw tonight.
There were a lot of bright spots. You know, Callie's had a great goal. It was a great strike. You know, she stepped in and she's got good composure, and she smacked it with her left foot. We had a lot of great performances around the board. Ortega continues to battle up front. Alyssa Beck was really a handful, was tough to deal with up there in terms of that. But we just have a lot of great players, I think. We've got a lot of depth. And so, I'm looking forward to getting back on the training field this week in preparation for our next week's matches.
Speaking of next week's matches, you've got it's your first road experience of this season, and it's also two tough teams. You've got Virginia Tech, always a perennial powerhouse, and you've got Tennessee, two Power 5 teams. What is going to be the mindset going into such high-ranking opponents like that?
Yeah, we schedule really difficult teams for a reason. We want to test our teams, we want to test our players to see what we're made of, and I think that's how you find out how good you are. We found out some things about our team tonight that need to shape up, and we'll do that. So we're looking forward to Virginia Tech will be a very difficult test. They're always one of the top teams in the country. I know they had a really good weekend out on the West Coast. Tennessee does a great job in a hard conference of the SEC, so we know we're going to have our hands full. But that was the intent in terms of scheduling that, and so I think we'll enjoy the road trip as well.